So moments ago, Apple just finished the spring event we've all been waiting for, and on this new path to revamping the whole lineup of products with their own chips and incredible performance and design boosts, a lot of products were announced. But here's what Apple missed. So like I said, entirely new product lineups are coming since Apple released the M1 chip, and then the M1 Pro, and then the M1 Max. And the people want more. So leakers and just Apple enthusiasts in general have fed into this lie of what's coming. Okay, and the easiest way that I can show this to you, here's a list of everything we expected at the Apple event. A lot of Macs included here, iPad Air 5, iPhone SE, and a new M2 chip. And here's what didn't happen. If you want to see more about what was introduced, I'll do another video on that. But in this video, let's go over these products that weren't announced and when they're now expected. So the redesigned MacBook Air was expected to be refreshed at the Peak Performance event, said to be removing Air from the lineup as Apple streamlines its model naming and just becoming MacBook. It was said to eliminate the wedge design to become a much more flat base like the Pro model, introducing new white bezels which you can see in the notch, and complemented by a color lineup that resembles the current M1 iMac lineup, so much more vibrant. Equipped with a mini LED display with ProMotion, making it much closer to the current Pro lineup, and coming with a brand new M2 chip, which we'll get to later on. This is now expected to make a reveal at WWDC in June 2022 and could launch in mid-2022. The MacBook Pro, although not the main source of news lately, was expected to see a refresh, and the new model was a bit of a step back and forward, including the same screen sizes as previous notchless models, and including a touch bar that I personally thought that we were done with at this point. This one wouldn't have a ProMotion display, but it would include up to 10 cores and obvious improved performance. This would also come equipped with that brand new M2 chip. This is now expected to launch in June 2022 at this year's WWDC. The most anticipated announcement that didn't come is the 27-inch iMac, said to come with an obvious 27-inch screen and marketed toward Pro users more than the previous 24-inch models were. This one was supposed to come with an M1 Ultra chip or M2, coming in a variety of colors just like the 24-inch model, but also with this new space gray option. This would have also expanded ports up to 6 USB-Cs, as it's for more Pro users. This is now unfortunately looking like a launch in the fall 2022, somewhere around the September or the October event. The Mac Mini was said to come with a redesigned body and for the first time a variety of colors, as it seems Apple is making more of a shift to that sort of vibrant lineup. This Mac Mini would come with much needed expanded ports, including a magnetic charger, by the way, much like on the M1 iMac. This would be packed with a variety of chips ranging from M1, M1 Pro, and M1 Max. This one is now expected, by the way, at WWDC in June 2022, which is looking like a very big event at this point. The Mac Pro, while not a major rumor floating around, is due for an upgrade to Apple's own chips, as it's currently still running on Intel. The hesitation is that with this thing, it needs to be much more powerful, and the current Apple chips are just not compatible with the level of performance needed on this beast of a machine, meaning Apple needs to first announce this much more powerful chip dedicated specifically to the Mac Pro, and something that we haven't heard of, at least not in leaks as of yet. For that reason, I don't think that the launch date is coming anytime soon for the Mac Pro, and it's said to be unknown. Next up is the Apple M2 chip, said to be less powerful than the current M1 Pro and M1 Max chips, and the successor to the base level M1 chip. This chip is said to fuel at least 4 Macs in the 2022 lineup, meaning the launch has to be imminent. This chip would have the same 8-core CPU and additional GPU cores as evidence of the new chip has been shown in the latest macOS 12.3 beta, and that means it is coming soon, by the way. This chip is now expected as early as WWDC, with a launch in mid to late 2022, depending on those new models. So last up we have Apple's new AR headset, said to run on a new operating system modeled off of iOS called Reality OS. This headset would feature a lightweight design, 2 4K micro-LED displays, eye and object tracking, a see-through AR mode, and would start at $2,000. This is expected to be a headliner product at Apple's fall 2022 event, so not coming anytime soon. So obviously we made some mistakes in what we expected at the Apple Peak Performance event. Let me know which of these products you were expecting at today's event, and if you want coverage on what was actually announced at the event, stay tuned for that video and make sure you're subscribed to see it. But if you did like this video, remember to hit that like button because it tells YouTube that videos like this don't suck. As always, thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.